What's going on, guys? Welcome to this short video where I'm going to quickly break down the dollar, gold, and GJ. So let's dive right into it, guys. I'm currently on the weekly time frame at the moment. As you can see, I've had a breaker structure on the weekly. So what I'm expecting, guys, as price is now sitting in this S&D zone, we've had an imbalance fill here, look, S&D zone. I'm now expecting price to fill this imbalance. Price may push down a little bit more first. However, I am expecting price to push back up somewhere into this zone here. You see the previous wick that came up here, that previous resistance level. I want to see price come back up here, wick into this imbalance level. If we see candle closes under here on the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, etc., that's going to be our indication that we're going to continue down to then break these lows and continue here. It's going to build as a nice looking head and shoulders pattern, top of a trend. Now, if that confirms, guys, we are going to be looking at one hell of a move, whether it confirms here or here. Let's just say here. Let's just pretend it bounces here, goes back up, then breaks the neckline. What we'll be expecting here with a confirmation is a very, very big push down to that 200%. That'll be the first target, and all the way down here if price decides to continue going. But what I'm looking at the moment, not going too far ahead of myself, guys, I'm focused on this area here. I'm focused in this supply and demand zone here. So because the weekly is a large time frame and price can move a lot on the lower time frames, what I'm looking for is what could where price could potentially come from here. So if I'm drawing some trend lines, we've got valid trend lines. Let's have a look. Have we got here? We've got a valid trend line here that comes through to that swing low. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong one there. So we've got a valid trend line here, this swing high to this swing low here, and this trend line here lines up with this S&D zone and this previous swing low. We have got a little imbalance. We've got some sections here where price could fill in. So I am expecting price maybe to push through here and then come back up here, hit here on the lower time frames, then come back and then break the lows like this. We'll have to see what price wants to do. So where price currently is now, it's in a bit of a danger zone. If we go on the lower time frames, I'm not looking to actually enter any trades this morning at all, just because of how price is looking. So if we look to the left here, we can see these previous zones and what price was doing at these previous levels. So price is breaking above this previous level here, or has broken above this previous level here. It's cleared out a bit of liquidity. We've still got a little bit of a gap fill to come down here. However, if we stay in this zone, you can also see we've got a pennant forming here. Now, if we start to break down here, if we break through here, we're going to fill this gap. Now, if we break this gap, we're then going to go to this trend line. If we break that trend line, we're going to continue going down. However, because of the big pushes we've had, I'm actually expecting price to potentially fail here. We'll have to see. But if we break above here, I will then be looking for... If this was bullish, I'll be then looking for sells on gold. I'll be looking for sells on EU and the opposite correlating, USD pairs to take price back up here. Because if you look, guys, I've had a big drop. Look, big. And look at all this price here. All of this imbalance. This needs filling. I mean, price could just continue to go down, but it's more unlikely that, we could have another fake move here. We could get a breakout of this pennant down into this zone, and then we could get a reversal here. I don't think price will come and break this zone straight away without having a pullback. That'll be very, very unlikely. So I need to wait, guys, or we need to wait, or if you're trading on your own, you need to wait for confirmation of this breakout. The strongest confirmation would be a break of this swing low, but then remember, you've got this trend line here. So we would need, ideally, to be sure, strong confirmation break here. Once we've got this confirmation here, that would then give us some fluid moves down to that lower S&D zone here. But you got to remember, when you're trading inside here, you are in a strong zone of, potential liquidity injection. So we could get a big bounce here at any time inside this zone. So that's what I'm looking for here, guys. Conditions aren't the best to trade today, and on Mondays, as you know, price messes around a little. So if we look on AU, if we look on gold, now I've got this marked up here, and you can see if we go on the higher time frame, pretty much the opposite story. We go on the daily or the weekly, we're sitting in, price is just tapping this weekly S&D zone here, and we're still on a downtrend on gold until we break this swing high here on the weekly anyway, and then we'll be looking to go up. Now we are daily on the bullish, the 4 hour, and all of the lower time frames, so I wouldn't be looking to take sells here until we get confirmation and we get a 15-minute time frame break with confirmation on top of that, because look at the bullishness we had last week. However, we're in this zone now, so I am going to look for potential reversals. But as we know, the dollar always likes to play games. On the higher time frame, it's cleaner. So we're going to get some games around here, which is going to create games up here before we get the real moves. And those games, as you know, are just to really stop people out. and take as much money as possible before the real move starts. So if we go back on gold here, we can see I've marked this up. If we go down to the 30 minutes, what I want to see here is we've had, you know, some of the breaker structures, but look at how price is forming inside here. Candles all over the place. So if you enter a position in here, even on the lower time frames, you're going to get a lot of turbulence up, down. It's going to be very difficult to hold the position through here. You know, what we want to see is clean candles like this. So I can see a head and shoulders pattern forming here. If we break this, we're going to go to there. That'll be some nice, you know, lower time frame sells. If we break this, I'll look to take sells down to here in the goop, and that'll be the end target. We're going to get some volatility around here again, and I want to see that push up. If we push down, then we're going to be looking like this. That's a bit big actually. Push underneath here like this. So this is what I'm looking for. I'll take sells here. I'll look to take potential buys here with confirmation of that trend line up to this previous zone. That being my end target. And still, remember when we're trading buys here, we're still trading with a higher time frame price action. We're on 30 minute, yes, so we are getting breaks in 30 minutes. We are starting to lose strength. There's momentum. But we need to wait for confirmations. Look, we don't want to get in a trade in there. Look at this. How can you trade that? It's impossible, you know, unless you've got a martingale hedge bot on and you just collect your positions up and down, up and down, up and down. But then as soon as it breaks out, you lose all the profit anyway. It's the catch 22. So that's what I'm waiting for, guys. Push down here. And then obviously rejection from gold at the bottom right there. And then for longer term swings, I want to see this swing low broken. I want to see price close under here comfortably. I want to see price make new support from the previous resistance. Resistance from the previous support. And then we'll be looking to take, you know, positions down here with our targets being this zone. And then again, when we get down here, again, we'll wait for the breakout. There'll be lots of turbulence down here, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So GJ, again, look, we're in a similar situation. Again, we're just in a trade zone for me. It's just shitty price action. You don't need to be in a trade here. I mean, look, if we go on the lower time frames, you know, there's potentially stuff we can catch here. Like, if we get a breaking momentum here, we would need to break this swing high to be bullish. And then we'd have a little push up here, you know, towards this trend line, and then we'd need that trend line to break. We need to go up here. You know, there's a lot of trade management that goes on into there. And again, you're just trading within shitty price action. So the chances of you getting stopped out, the chances of it being irritating to hold a trade, you know, are heightened by trading in those conditions. So what I want to see is big clean breaks like this. Look, big candle close here, boom, drops, all them pips there. You know, instead of, how long did that take? Look, we're on 50-minute chart, 45 minutes, 200 pips. Or we can be trading for days within a 20 pip range here, up, down, up, down, up, down, you know, turbulence, like up, down, up, down. It's no good. So we're going to wait for confirmation. You know, once price breaks through here, we're going to get big drops down there. Again, once price breaks up here, it's going to be a bit turbulent again, but look, we would get a nice push from here. If we broke here, we get a nice push up to this zone, give us a nice 50 pip move, but it'd be a clean move, lower risk move. And again, when we break out, again, look, cleaner move. Look at the candles on the left-hand side. So that is what I'm looking at, guys. We're looking at Bitcoin here. I've been looking at this on the higher time frame. You know, we've created a potential double bottom here. But again, the double bottom isn't confirmed until we break that swing high. And if we break that swing high, we could be looking at a potential, you know, good push back up to that swing high first target. But, you know, we need to wait and see what happens. So if we go on the daily, again, I've had this harmonic. I've been trading this since up here. And I was expecting a bounce here if that harmonic didn't play, but the harmonic's playing, so I'm expecting this to go right back down to this zone here. If we clear these levels, guys, we're going down there, which I personally think we are. Price is just messing around though on the low time frames, trying to fake people out and mess around, but we'll see. We'll just see what happens. As I say, I've got sell stops below here, candle closes, so we'll just see. Just see. Patience is the key, guys. As I say, they want you to jump in trades now. They want you to fuck around in these kind of conditions. However, the conditions are shit. Get up here, look at the clean price movement. That's what we want. We want to be in those trades where there's volume and price takes off, not in this shitty bit down here of candles moving up and down and trying to just be in a trade for the reason of being in a trade. You know, you're just going to lose money like that. And anyone that with money does not trade like that. So if you need, just stay out the markets when it's like that. So that's it, guys, for this quick video. I'm going to get on the charts now and start doing some signals for the members. So let's see what today brings. If you're not in the VIP, highly recommend you get in there. Links are below. That's it, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and have a good day.